Hey, what's up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really cool card trick that actually fooled Penn and Teller. We're actually going to be teaching this today, so rather than just post some Penn and Teller video, we're actually going to teach you a really practical card trick that anybody can go about performing. It does involve two decks, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And yes, it was that good to the point where it fooled Penn and Teller. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, we are 5,000 subscribers away from 200K, so we're really excited about that. Make sure if you guys are new to drop a sub, drop a like. Make sure you guys comment down below, and we're really excited to get that going. We do have our $200 Amazon gift card giveaway going on. All you have to do is like the video, comment something down below, preferably your 2019 goals. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and you guys will be entered just like that. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into this card trick. I hope you enjoy it. So, Robert, I'll give you here the blue deck, and I'll take the red deck here. Now, what I want you to do here, Robert, is you're going to follow my lead. So anything I do, you're going to replicate. We're going to start out by just going ahead and just showing the backs of the cards. Go ahead and show the faces as well. You can show all the cards are different. Once you're done with that, Robert, we're going to go ahead and give the deck a quick little overhand shuffle. Nothing fancy there. Good. We're going to go ahead and sit down a small portion of cards. Doesn't matter how many cards. Go ahead and sit down another portion. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place in a card into your packet. So go ahead and do the same there. And go ahead and just complete the cut here. And now, Robert, I'll just spread the deck for you because you are over there and it's kind of complicated. So here we'll go ahead. I'll spread the deck. You can see that's my card. And you can see that's your card. Now, Robert, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm not even going to take it out myself. I want you to go ahead. You can see here that you happen to place the 5 of diamonds in my deck, and go ahead and reveal the card that I placed in your pile, also the 5 of diamonds. So that is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Once again, that was sort of like a completely random selection, all that kind. So it is a really cool trick. Once you start, to think about it really, you really start to understand how difficult of a trick this actually would be to pull off. So for sure, this is definitely a really, really cool one to learn. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little performance there, and I'll get straight into the tutorial right now. So it is a very complicated trick, and I will say that right now. But really, if you guys just follow along here and try your best to follow along, I think you guys will have no problem. So once again, here we go. All you're going to need is 2 decks of cards, 2 different colors. That's all you're going to need. One of the decks themselves has 0 setup. The only thing that you have to do to this deck, so in this case, my blue deck is my no setup deck. The no setup deck is the deck that the spectator is going to handle throughout the trick. Obviously, you don't want their deck to be all set up because, they're going to be shuffling it and you don't want them to screw anything up. So, once again, this is going to be the non-setup deck. Now, the only thing you do have to do to this deck is just take out 1 card. In this case, I took out the 5 of diamonds, okay? So we got the blue 5 of diamonds out there, and that's all you're going to need to do to the blue deck. The red deck, on the other hand, is going to take some damage here. This is what's going to happen with the red deck. You're going to need to take out the matching card, in this case, 5 of diamonds. Okay, so in this case, I'm once going to have a red and a blue. You're also going to take out a random card, and you're going to need to crimp the card. And I'll explain this, what this does. Generally, what a crimp card does here is once you put it in the middle of the deck, you're able to just lift up to that crimp card every single time. So it's sort of like a marker card. Now, there are some alternatives to this crimp. So if you don't want to crimp your card like this, you could also use a breather crimp. Essentially what the breather crimp is you go like this. You're going to use your thumb and your middle finger, index finger, and these fingers are doing all the work here. These 2 fingers, index, middle, is going to go on the bottom with your thumb here. 2 hands, you're basically going to put pressure, crease down, and spread out. And you're doing it like that. And that is a breather crimp. This is used throughout Magic. This is another way that you can use a crimp. So this works as well. Once again, this is known as a breather crimp. So it doesn't matter. I just think it's easy just to go like that and just be like, all right, I'm done, right? You could also use a double thick card. What I mean by that is if you take 2 cards, stick them together, you can, I believe that does work. You're able to lift up to the double stick card. You could also use a card that's actually cut short. So if you take a little bit, like an X-Acto knife, scissors, whatever it is, and you trim off a little bit off the top of the card, what it does is it's when you're holding it here, there's going to be a small little break because obviously the cards aren't the same length, and you'll be able to lift up to that break every time. Once again, up to you how you guys want to go about doing that, but you just need one card that is sort of defunct, I guess you could say. In this case, we're going to be using a crimp card. You're also going to need and once again, the crimp card is going to match the the setup deck. Okay, so in this case, red. You're also going to take another red card out, and you're going to put a piece of double-sided tape on the bottom of the card. I'll explain the significance behind putting it on the bottom in a little bit. For now, just roll with it. We're going to keep it on the bottom of the card, okay? But in this case, it looks like the top, but, I mean, I guess bottom, top. You're just going to put it on one end, okay? Not in the middle, so just put it towards the top or the bottom. Doesn't matter which side. Once you have all of that, you are ready to go. Now, all these cards, including the blue card, everything is going to go here into this red deck, okay? So this is how you're setting up the deck. Once again, nothing happens to this blue deck, okay? This is what the spectator's handling, and honestly, you're handling the entire trick. They have no control over what's happening here, so nothing's really going on with this deck here. So what you're going to do is you're going to start out by taking the blue 5 of diamonds, or the blue duplicate, so the non-matching duplicate. Place that on the bottom of the deck. You're going to take that and follow that with the queen, or in this case, the card with the double stick tape. Once again, card needs to be on, or the tape needs to be on the bottom here, okay? And you're going to want to keep the tape closest to you, okay? So, after you do that, you're going to take off around 3/4 of the deck, so just about that much. From there, I'm going to go ahead and place in my red 5 of diamonds, followed by the crimp card. What this allows me to do here, you can see the crimp card there. I'm able, once I lift up, I'm able to lift up to that 5 of diamonds on command. Okay, so that's what the crimp card is doing for me. Once again, 3/4 of the way down the deck, I have a crimp card followed by the 5 of diamonds. On the bottom of the deck, I have a double-sided tape card followed by the 5 of diamonds, and this is the blue 5 of diamonds. Okay, so at this point, you are ready to start the trick. Okay, so what you're going to do to start out is you're going to start out by saying you're playing follow the leader, follow everything I do. Okay, so I don't actually have to do anything to this deck right now because, you know, that deck could be completely shuffled. So what we're doing here is you start out by saying, go ahead, spread through the deck. Now be careful, don't spread all the way down because you don't want to show that card. Now this is the significance of the double-sided tape on the bottom. It's just in perfect place for your thumb, so when you spread out to show the faces, you're not actually showing off the tape because your thumb will actually cover up the tape. Okay? Once you do that, you're going to do an overhand shuffle, but you need to keep the bottom 2 cards on the bottom. The other cards, when I mean the other cards, I mean the crimp card. It doesn't matter where the crimp card and this other card end up, okay? Or basically, it doesn't matter where the crimp card or the 5 of diamonds, the red 5 of diamonds, doesn't matter where those end up, as long as they stay together. So what I do here, when I do an overhand shuffle, I'm actually going to peel off a couple cards off the bottom. It doesn't matter how many cards, along with the top card. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm peeling that off. And then I'm going to continue shuffling on top. So it doesn't matter how many times you shuffle, but you're just going to continue shuffling on top. What this is going to do is going to keep these cards here on the bottom. Okay, so I got my double stick tape card here. I still have the blue 5 diamonds on the bottom, but it did move the other cards up. Okay, so in this case, the crimp card is further up, and the red 5 of diamonds should still be directly underneath the crimp card. Okay, so they're going to follow along. They're doing the same thing. What you're going to do from here is you're going to tell them to place down a small packet of cards. In this case, I'm splitting around half of the pile above my crimp card. Okay, so you're going to put about half down. Okay, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to put around half down. Then you're going to lift up to the crimp card, okay, and you're going to set that down. What this does is now I'm lifting up to this card right here, okay? This is the card I'm forcing, right? So once again, they're going to place their second pile. From there, you're going to say, we're going to take this card and we're going to put it in. You just basically forced the 5 of diamonds into their pile, okay? From there, they would go ahead and they're going to do the same thing. So they're going to take their next card and put it here. Now, you notice this is not the 5 of diamonds, but it doesn't matter because of this. Watch. So once you're here, they're going to complete their cut. What happens here is this card is actually going to sort of disappear from the deck because this double stick tape card is going to stick, once I put this on top, to this card, and then it's not going to be visible anymore, okay? What will be visible is this card right here, okay? So once again, they place their card in. You're going to put that on top. put pressure on the bottom because that's where the tape is. It's not in the middle, it's at the bottom. Spread the deck out. Spread the deck out. Okay, they'll be like, oh, look, that's my random card. It's the 5 of diamonds. And check it out. They actually do match. So I hope you guys were able to learn this trick. I definitely really do enjoy this one. It's really, really hard to piece together. But yeah, it did fool Penn and Teller. This card trick is awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.